What's up, fellas? We gonna get this going?
Let's get it, baby.
Episode 34, The Truth.
Big Poppy, David Ortiz,
Poppy.
Paul
There
Pierce.
will be zero lies told on this podcast today.
Let's go.
We're here with episode 34. I'm Pick Flair. I'm here with Patty Ice, Money Michael Pease, and we are watching the play-in tournament.
We got our NBA experts in today, which that's us. We're experts in everything at this point, right? So this is a pretty bad sports podcast. We're gonna do the whole fucking NBA today, a little NBA talk, and then yeah, we'll kick it off with the games that happened last night. We had the Hawks and the Miami Heat square up, and looks like the Hawks won pretty easily, fairly. You know, it's 116-105 final. What do you guys think about this game here?
I mean, me personally, I don't know about you guys. That game took me by surprise. I would have put all my money on the Heat winning that game for sure.
No, huh?
That one shocked me a lot. Showed me a decent amount about the Hawks. I mean, they came ready to fucking play. They bullied the shit out of Miami. I got some stats for you guys. Out-rebounded Miami 63-39. 22 of those were offensive rebounds. And if you guys watched like the fourth quarter when Miami was trying to come back, a couple of those offensive rebounds led to easy layups that extended the lead from like 6 to 8, then 8 to 10 to kind of put Miami away. So I didn't know how undermanned Miami was when it came to big man. It just surprised me. Clint Capella, only 4 points, but 21 rebounds,
Game
completely
changer.
Dominant.
owned Bam Adebayo. Adebayo only had 12 points, 9 rebounds. Very disappointed in Bam because I've always respected him as a player, and he got absolutely owned by Capella.
That was so
Which kind of
disrespectful
leads
to
me
Bam,
to a
dude.
question. Do you guys think that Bam is more of like a power forward? Are you guys cool
Yeah.
with him at the center position, or do you think that he needs somebody that can help him with some of that dirty work?
I was cool with him, not anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
You got dogged. Like,
Clint
damn.
Capella absolutely dominated him, dude. 21 rebounds to 9 out of your centers, one-on-one. Like,
Yeah.
dude, that kind of sets the tone of the game, in my opinion. Like, getting out-rebounded like that is just it's tough to win that way. It's an effort thing, not all effort, obviously, but like, you do have to try to get rebounds, right? And I don't know, to get out-rebounded 21 to 9. I'm specifically just talking center for center. Like, that's tough, man.
I mean, the offensive rebounds right there, 22 for Atlanta. That's all effort, man. They were ready to play that game. Miami did not show up, didn't want any part of that game. That's why you don't take playing. You try to avoid that fucking 7-8 seed. You try to avoid this
Yeah.
tournament. 'Cause any given fucking, we say any given Sunday, any given fucking playing tournament day, whatever the fuck we want to call it, shit like that can happen. And
It's only one game, and at this point, teams are used to playing in a series, so it's so easy for them to just shit the bed for that one game, and you're talking you might not be in the playoffs this year.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly,
Now,
man. I mean, other stats I got. I mean, I was terrified of Miami playing the Celtics. I'm glad we're playing the
We were
Hawks.
just talking a couple weeks ago about how Miami could potentially
Miami,
be like the team that could beat us, and if they
terrified.
played like last night,
Oh,
dude, they just look like kind of checked out as a team, which is, I don't
Yeah.
know, like, if they're gonna have to, obviously they're playing with their back against the wall now, but dude, they do not look like they're ready to play this level basketball. And
it's been a stretch too. They've been playing
Yeah.
kind of bad for like the last month, which was concerning. Now, worst fears just kind of came true last night. I wouldn't be surprised they get booted now, because if they play like that, they're not beating anybody.
right.
Me too, man.
Mikey, what
I
are
mean,
some more stats you got for us?
Yeah, Jimmy Butler, the guy that I'm personally terrified of whenever he plays Celtics. I feel like he had games last year against us where he just straight up took over on everyone. Last night, 21 points on 6 of 19 shooting. Not good percentage. 9 of those points were from free throws, so we only had 12 points on just buckets. And the most important stat that I read, 0 points in the fourth quarter when they needed him the most. He did not
Which
try.
When
was
he's
That
very
usually
guy,
the best.
when
Yeah,
he's
you
usually the
just took the
best, getting
words out of my mouth, Pick Flair. That's usually when Jimmy
Sorry.
Buckets shows up, right? Like that's usually when this guy. That's why the Miami Heat win games is because Jimmy Butler just takes over in the fourth
hmm
quarter. But he doesn't seem to be on the same page with his guys. I mean, I don't really think they played their level basketball all season long. Really, never mind the last couple months or so. They never really got it going. Like they just have a different feel to me this year. And
Yeah,
honestly, bro, I think if the Celtics were to match up with the Miami Heat, I think we fucking smack them in a 7-game series. I think the Celtics would win that in 5.
I think after last night for sure.
Yeah.
I was literally shocked watching that game. How
Yeah.
poorly they would have gotten blown out if it wasn't for fucking season vet Kyle Lowry, who's got 1 foot out the door. He dropped 33 points last night off the bench. Like if he didn't do that, they would have gotten blown out by 30 points easily. Like
Dude,
Oh yeah.
seriously.
only
Unreal.
reason they were in that game was because of Kyle fucking Lowry. He was
Oh.
unreal. I
Hate
Their
fucking
to say
can't
it,
seasons. Their
stand
season's
that
Kevin
been
one.
loves
tough.
Kevin
Oh,
Love's a non-factor. I mean,
he
he really
played four
played.
minutes, I
Oh,
think.
literally 3 minutes. Now that I'm
Yeah,
looking
three.
at
Yeah.
it,
It's
went
about
one
as
for
Oh.
much of a
two.
factor as Tristan Thompson was last night playing 0 minutes.
I
So
mean, we were just saying like I think this could potentially be the end of this little run for Miami. I think I think there's a solid chance. I know we're going to talk about it a little bit later that they don't win the next game, and then I think either Jimmy, Bam, Tyler Hero, someone's.
yeah,
I could see
somebody
someone out the
they have to
door,
Oh,
shake
man.
that roster up. I
I
mean,
think a
Udonis
shakeup
has him.
might be
The
coming.
heart, the soul of the team
Yeah,
is done. He's done.
he's done.
Or he's got one more game, unless they
He's
win.
got one more. Yeah, they still got time to redeem themselves, but I don't know, man. Last night really kind of caught my eye a lot. I did not see that coming.
I could see them coming out with some fire. Like it's one game
Yeah.
and a
Right.
concerning and a concerning 1 year though. Like it wasn't their best year. No one thought they were playing up to where they could be, other than like a couple games where Buckets and Adebayo went off. But
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like
It's really gonna
imagine
depend how
Adebayo
they win that
goes.
game for me.
Yeah, it. I mean, give the Hawks credit, man. They came ready to play.
Oh, and they had been
Holy,
underperforming all year. Then they finally
yeah,
overperformed. You know what I mean? So it's both teams did have the talent to do it. I was with you, Mike. I would have put my whole house on the Heat. I thought they were going to
yeah.
blow them out.
Me too. Me too, man. And I mean, Atlanta tried to give that game away multiple times, and like they almost had it up to 30 in the first half, and then
Jeez.
I think
Bro,
they got it down to like 2 or 4, like one possession. Miami just could not get over the hump, and then the Hawks would go on a little run, get it up to like 8-10, and then just for some reason Butler. I was fully expecting him to just fully take over in the fourth, get to the line
did
like 10
nothing.
times in the fourth quarter. Nothing. Just like
Yeah.
checked out, man.
Hawks right off the tip, man. They won the first quarter 36-27. They came out
Yeah.
scorching hot, dude. 36
Yeah.
hmm
points in the first quarter. Like,
Could we like last night seemed like all four teams were contacted by different cartels that each wanted them to throw the game. Like the turnovers, the
Oh,
the the absolute like brain farts in the fourth quarter and overtime for the Lakers game too. Like it was which team could give it away harder. It seemed that's what I was watching on TV. It sucked.
yeah. Yeah, it was not great. That's why the plan. I know we've talked about it.
Eh.
Shit product, I think.
now, what did you guys think about that Western Conference matchup? I mean, 108-102 final. LA Lakers beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, if you just
Game was
looked at the
pathetic.
box score, you would probably think that this would be an electric game, went into overtime. Like, had to hit, Michael Conley had to hit 3 free throws to send it into overtime. But boys, you guys both watched that game. I saw bits and pieces of it. You guys watched that game pretty much start to finish, and it doesn't sound like that's the way that that game played out. I mean,
Yo.
break it down
Pick
for the
Flair.
people that haven't watched this game.
Pick,
What are you guys takeaways here?
pick Flair. You take the floor on this one, my guy.
Buddy. Fuck that game. That game was the Lakers game looked like a goddamn Tewksbury High School men's league game. The amount of turnovers, like I mean, what did LeBron have like 30 and 18 or something like that? Like he had some type of double double, and so did Anthony Davis, I think.
Yep.
They played terrible. the turnovers in the last, like, 3 minutes of the 4th quarter that LeBron made, every time they had to inbound the ball, I was like, "He's gonna throw it away again," and
Yep.
then be like, "No way, he's not gonna throw it away again," and then he'd fucking throw it away again. It's like it was horrible. The foul on Anthony Davis with .1 seconds left,
Oh my
that
god.
3-point on Michael Conley was horrible,
What,
and
like
even
the call or
LeBron
the foul? What do you guys
The
think about?
foul.
the
No, he
foul, it
fouled. He
was
Yeah.
fouled.
clear foul, he
Just like
knocked him
fucking
over.
backed right into him. It's like, dude, you already
Yeah,
contested the shot. Like, what are you doing?
So dumb, dude.
he
Mike
missed it, he
Conley's a
didn't even
fuck.
come close.
Well, dude, that's the hard thing on basketball. You have Anthony Davis coming to close out on you. He had to catch it where he was and shoot immediately. That's a
Oh,
tough
yeah.
shot.
No,
It's a
Oh,
tough
yeah.
shot, and he
Oh, I'm
it
got
not
was.
not saying it wasn't a tough shot, that's why I'm okay with him shooting it and me not tackling him out
yeah,
of bounds, like, what am I
yeah, true. I mean, dude, he closed out fine. He literally just fucking backpedaled into him
backed
while
into
he
him?
was like
Yeah,
Yeah.
landing.
You
Like
have to call that.
it was
yeah.
it was so unnecessary on
Yeah.
fucking Anthony Davis's part. It's
Dumb.
like, dude, such
He
a
I
tough
think his
shot, man.
momentum carried him into him
Yeah.
because he knew he was caught
Yeah.
out of position, and he tried to make up for it, and he
Yeah,
just didn't focus. Like, if I'm him, I'm breaking down as hard as I can and stopping after I,
Yeah,
like,
bro.
contest the shot. He
yeah.
focused on turning around and watching the shot. It's like,
He
dude,
tried making the hero play, getting that block at the end.
let me give you a
That's
secret,
bullshit.
AD. You're on the fucking Lakers. You're gonna see the shot. Okay? You don't need to see it live. Just
Yep.
contest it and don't fucking foul. Like, unreal. And then they get to OT, and the whole 5 minutes of OT was terrible.
Oh,
I mean,
awful. I mean,
the Timberwolves didn't score in the last 6 minutes until that foul, by the way, which is disgusting.
they had 9
And
points up until that point, right? And then the free throws got him to 12 points in that 4th quarter,
they
I
had
believe.
12 points in the 4th quarter, which was their worst 4th quarter of the entire season. Or worst quarter of the entire season, scoring wise. That's disgusting to do that in a playoff game.
Yep.
Anthony Edwards 3 for 17,
Oh,
0 for 9 from three. Like he
He
did
was
not miss.
0 for shooting. He had 3 layups.
he was
Yeah.
horrible, man.
Disgusting.
He
Michael
was
Conley
fuck.
brought it.
He
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 brought
brought
had
it
it. I'll
six
just
threes,
season
I
bet.
think.
six
Season bet
threes,
right
six
there.
for eight, and then
I mean, we were
three
talking about
huge free throws.
sloppy play. I'm looking at the turnover numbers. This is gonna make me want to puke. The Lakers had 21 turnovers. The T-Wolves had 24. Fucking think
Gross.
40. Is that 45? If I'm doing my math correct, I failed math in high school. I think a few times I had to take math prep, so I think that's 45 turnovers.
Essentials.
Yeah,
I'm not
math.
even kidding, dude.
It was
Would
awful.
have been better. We could have went down to
Yeah,
Tewksbury High School. We could have watched some of the boys play, bro. We wouldn't have seen 40 fucking 5 turnovers.
that was brutal. And one guy I want to talk about that game, supposedly supposed to be the next up and coming big man, Carl Anthony Towns, bro.
Yeah.
That man's got to be the biggest pussy in the fucking NBA, without a doubt. I was watching that like parts of the 4th quarter last night, and he gets the ball in the post, and he's like takes one dribble, tries to back him down, immediately passes out. That causes a turnover. He's just a soft bitch, and he gets himself in these big games. He seems to get himself in this foul trouble
Foul
every
trouble,
single
yeah.
time. And he bitches after all these fouls, and then they show the replay, and the dude is literally like it's a clear
He
cut and dry
gets so
foul.
in his own
He's
head. I
always
feel like
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
yeah, seriously, pick Flair,
yeah,
seriously.
every
He's
time.
so in his own head, like, dude, like if he just was better during clutch moments and
yep,
wanted the ball down the stretch, like, because his numbers aren't that bad. I mean, he went 8 for 12, 2 for 4
yeah.
from three, 6 for 6 free throws,
Wasn't bad
um,
at all.
11 rebounds. But
No,
like,
not bad.
like you said, the problem is the guy literally he does. It's so obvious just watching the
No,
sport. He does not want the ball
no.
when it's time to fucking show up. He
And he's
does
got the
not.
talent, man.
Yeah.
He's got the whole package to absolutely dominate a game. And those 12 shots, I'm sorry, that's got to be doubled. If you're the best player on the team, that's got to be like 24,
Yeah,
25
true.
shots in a
Especially
playoff
when
game, bro.
Anthony Edwards is shooting 3 for 17, Mikey. So
Yeah,
that's a good point, dude.
like
Yeah.
Dude, he should be
you got to
putting up
shoot, man.
20 fucking shots a game. Not the same as fucking Mike Conley and fucking less than what's his first name? Anderson.
Kyle Anderson, the dude who got
And then
fucking
and then
punched.
and then one shot more than fucking Taurine Prince, whoever
Torian
that guy
Prince,
is.
yeah, bro. Like you're the best player on
Dude,
that team. You gotta be up to 20 shots a game. Like, come on.
Can't be taking
And
the
those
same
shots
amount as
weren't
the
good
whole starting
shots.
5.
No.
Most of those shots weren't good shots. One shot that he had that was it was during that 6-minute stretch where they didn't have any points, and it was sort of towards the beginning of it. He takes like a contested shot from the top of like the area between the elbow and the 3-point line. It was like a
Like a
horrible shot
step
from
back, yeah, and he just
a
clanked it.
deadland,
Yep,
and he
yep.
clanked it, and then he was scared to go to the hoop, which is like,
Mhm.
dude, you're in foul trouble, but like you're the big man. You still gotta
Yep.
you gotta take it to the rack, bro. He's
Yep.
passing it off. He's just such a pussy, and that's why what was the hardest part for me, Mike? I was rooting for the Lakers last night, and when the
Mhm.
game ended, the Lakers won, and I was disgusted. I still didn't
It
like what
was.
I saw.
The Wolves, they were in control of that game they were up like 14, 15 the
Mikey,
At
entire, like,
halftime, they were up
at
20.
halftime, up
Mikey,
20.
what were
Yeah,
the
like in the
free
fourth
throws
quarter,
in
they
this
got it.
game?
Say that again, Patty?
What were the free throws in this game?
So I'm looking at the stats right now, and I mean, the Lakers went 22 of 24 from the line, Minnesota 14 of 15. But I know I sent this to you guys earlier in the group text.
Yeah.
I think the Lakers got 17 of those free throw attempts in the second half, which is
Bro,
Dude, they want
ironic.
the Lakers to keep
They
winning.
want
It's
them.
so obvious.
I think I saw a stat. They have the highest free throw differential by like 400 out of any fucking team. Like they're a plus 400 free throw differential. The next closest is like plus like 100 something. I gotta find the stat and I can show you
it's
guys. But
AD and Bron because they are absolute artists when it comes to that,
yeah,
and they also get the favoritism of the refs at the same time. It's like
yeah,
there's no duo in the league like that, especially like
no,
Karl Anthony Towns last night was scared to go to the rack the
hmm,
whole night.
Yep.
That's a
yeah,
guy who should be doing what AD was doing earlier in his career and learning
yep.
how to get those calls as much as possible and being good at free throws. Like he's
Big Flair.
garbage.
Big Flair, I think that you would beat Karl Anthony Towns in an arm wrestling contest.
I wanna
100%.
fight him. I can't stand him. He's making so much money. He's gets Anthony Edwards is one of my favorite players too, like young players like coming up. And that was the other reason it hurt last night. He played fucking terrible. He didn't shoot well. He was, dribbling out of his shoes sometimes.
Yep.
Dude,
He
and
stunk.
he had a bad fall, which,
Stunk.
Yeah,
they were
yep.
saying, oh, it might have affected his shooting. That fall was in the second half. Like, and he wasn't shooting well before that shot.
Yeah,
bro.
he was not ready to go.
He fucking stunk on ice, the musical.
It was
Which surprised
terrible, but
I'm
that's
really high.
that's why you have Towns too, you know what I
Yep.
mean? That's why you have both. So if you wanna be a competitor in the playoffs, you have 2 star guys, one of them who, like, Towns was like a top guy in the league at one point last year, and
Yep.
now he's just so soft, dude. I can't stand him.
Mm-hmm.
I just think of Towns, that fucking meme. You guys see that meme where he's like trying to back down Boogie Cousins and
Yeah.
he's like, looks like he's struggling. DeMarcus Cousins just sitting there,
And
just like,
Boogie's
what's
just
up,
got
bro?
his fucking belly out.
And he's like, looks like he's crying, trying to back him down. That's all I think about him. He's
Dude,
such
that's
a pussy.
hilarious.
It
He's got
blows my
that mean face that's like a cowering face at the same time. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? When he gets mad
Yeah.
at people and he goes like this.
Yeah, he looked like he was eating a sour candy or something.
Hey
Yeah.
man, like that's not nice. He's so
Um,
soft.
All right, why don't you guys break down kind of how this is going to work now moving forward? What does this mean now that the first night of these games are in? We got some matchups tonight actually. Did we go over those ones?
No.
No, we didn't. And right now,
no.
Toronto's beating Chicago
Yep.
23-16.
Okay, so you guys want to talk about these real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fuck
So,
yeah.
I mean,
All right, first game.
Toronto. Yeah.
Go ahead, Mikey. We got
So,
the Toronto Raptors versus Chicago. Looks like it's in Toronto, and Toronto's
Mm-hmm.
got we're watching this
Nice.
game live, and so they got a small lead right now.
Yeah. So, in case everyone doesn't know, like, the logistics of the play-in tournament. So, the Hawks are going to play the Celtics. They're the 7 seed. The winner of this Bulls-Raptors game plays the Heat on Friday for the 8th seed, and the winner of that game will play the Bucks. So, this Bulls-Raptors game, I mean, I didn't expect Toronto to be up right now. I got the Bulls winning this game. I think they got
Van Fleet?
Levine. I think the Bulls are
And
going to win this
Fleet
game.
going off.
I'm going Raptors. I think
You
the
got
Raptors
Raptors?
Yep, they're at home. They got NBA champions on their roster. They got
Yeah, they do.
Siakam. They got fucking Van Fleet. They got some NBA champs on their roster, man. I'm picking the Raptors to win this game.
It's a tight one for sure. Pick
I,
Flair. What do we got?
I feel Patty Ice, but the only thing I want is the Bulls to win so we can get another. So
Pat
you can
Bev.
tell everybody. So you can tell everybody.
Oh,
So I
Patrick
can
Beverley.
tell Patrick Beverly, like, dude,
Dude,
him celebrating the play-in tournament is
Dude.
gonna be.
dude.
It's the best thing ever.
Oh,
Best,
it's one of
dude.
the
It's
best
the
things
best.
you've ever seen. You would have thought that he just won the fucking NBA championship. Like, if you just
Finals
watched
MVP.
that video and had no
Oh,
idea, you would think he won the NBA championship.
The
no,
crying, dude.
he won the
Dude.
7th seed.
He won the 7th seed just to get fucking smashed in the next round.
But that's why
I
I think
know.
that's why I think the Bulls will win. I think DeRozan, Levine can carry a team, and I think Pat Bev, he's come to that team and he's kind of brought them back a little bit to
Yeah.
Like that little
give them that
twerp
fight.
at
But
home.
He's not a bad player, man. And honestly,
not,
he had a tough like go to get to the Timberwolves and then prove himself, and he did.
yeah,
So like, I knew it was like a sick win, but like dude,
he
like it
can't
was
help.
so bad. There was
I
no
kind of
chance they
love
were making
Patrick
a run
Beverley,
that
though.
year.
To be honest, I kind of fucking love that guy, dude.
Who would you guys rather, Patrick Beverly or Marcus Smart
On the
No one's
Celtics,
on the
smart,
Celtics?
America's smart.
All right, just checking.
better offensively. You know,
I've had that question a bunch of
yeah,
times, and like I agree, it's got to be Smart. But
And just
sometimes I'm
like
like, I'll take some Beverly for a little while. We can
I,
switch it
I
out.
I think he's like a funny player, but like I mean, and he makes how much does he help your team win though? You know what I mean? Like
he
I
makes
don't
those
know.
just
It's like
one or two winning
he'll make those
plays.
plays, Mikey, but then at the same time, like he's gonna grab the fucking camera from the cameraman
Yeah,
and fucking
and he
show the
cost them,
referee. It's like, dude.
he cost them that game by getting that tee against the Celtics back in like January, or whatever the fuck that was. So
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
yeah. I
he
remember
got a
that when
team over.
he was like absolutely freaking out at the referee. We did was that the play where we hacked LeBron?
Yeah, it was a
yeah,
foul, like no doubt. But
yeah.
Yeah.
still, dude, calm the fuck down. You're Pat Beverly. You fucking realistically, you suck. Like,
That's what
shut
I'm
up.
saying. For like how many plays when he helps the team win, like how many does he help the team lose as well? Like
Right? It's like Marcus Smart. How many Marcus Smart has helped us win games, and then he's
That's
helped
why
us
it's
lose games.
kind of a fair comparison in
It's a
some ways,
great
but I think
comparison.
yeah, I've been asked that before, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Like I think I've had enough of Smart, but I still think I'd go him by a little hair. He's just a little
Yeah.
better. Well, and he's not as
Player of the year.
ridiculous.
I mean, I'm going with Smart, even though he's on everybody's shit list right now. You know, we can't forget how much we needed him in last year's playoffs when he was hurt and not playing. We like really struggled. So
Yep.
if we're
Absolutely.
gonna
No, we
if we're
need
gonna
him.
make a run, we're gonna need everybody. But
We need
let's
him.
focus in on these games. So we all made our prediction on this one. Then we got OKC, which is an interesting little matchup here, and there's a lot to talk about actually with this OKC Thunder versus the Pelicans. And pick Flair. I want to get in on this right off the rip. Did you hear about what Zion is saying?
Yep.
Dude.
Buddy,
Red flag all over. Oh my God.
what do you think about that? Like,
I mean, dude, unfortunately, like it's like slight taste of Ben Simmons syndrome. Like,
and real
is he
quick, for
ever gonna
anybody
be
that
Zion? What'd you
real
say?
quick for anybody that doesn't know, Zion basically in an interview, pretty much said that he's healthy to play. He could totally play. He can get out there. I don't have the exact quote, but he basically was saying like, "But I don't want to hurt my team and fucking put
You want
myself."
the exact quote?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Physically, I'm fine. Now it's just a matter of when I feel like Zion. I understand the magnitude of these games coming up, and I don't want to be out there hesitating or doing something that may affect my team in a bad way.
This isn't your eighth
He
man
went on to say, "I'm a big baby, pussy, da
overall.
da doo doo gaga goo goo.
Pooped pants.
My pants have a poo poo in them."
Dude, this
Like,
is like your eighth man. Like, buddy, it's not like you just come in and have to rifle like take a couple shots and hope to hit him. Like, dude, you're the face of this franchise, bro. What do you mean
Yep.
you're not ready to go? You should have that mindset like, dude, I got to get out there for my teammates. Like, and
Yep.
also if you're gonna be the dog on that team, you gotta get out there and act like it, dude. You gotta be fucking. There should be nothing stopping you from getting out there unless you physically can't go. There should be nothing. Obviously, serious tragedies and stuff like that. But you know what I mean? It's like, dude, what do you mean you can't get out there and play?
You're fucking cleared to play, bro. You fucking play. That shows a lot. Your teammates look at you differently. They're probably looking at him like a big fucking pussy. Like,
How can you have a
Zion.
player in
How
there?
can and it's like
Zion.
when
I
he
know.
plays, he's a fucking force, man. Like
They were saying he was like the next fucking Shaq, and like he's coming in and he's gonna be a dog. He's gonna be fighting under the rim, bro. What? You can't play because you don't feel like
you're
it?
afraid, you're
Uh,
mentally not ready, you
This
fucking
feels
pussy.
like Ben
Figure it out.
Simmons to me. This
That's what I
feels
said.
like
It's a little taste of Ben Simmons syndrome, bro. Like I think that's very concerning if I'm the Pelicans. Like I'm talking potentially get him out of there type.
you think
They just signed
you
him.
think Kobe Bryant would ever do something like that, or LeBron James, or fucking any of these guys that are top tier in the NBA?
Ben Simmons. That's it.
He ain't top tier anymore. So I'll fucking go down. He is one. He real quick. We won't go down too much of a rabbit hole, but he is one of the like biggest fall offs in like any
Yeah.
sport ever.
Did you see
Ever.
KG's
Really
statement
soft.
on him?
What did he say?
KG reached
I don't
out
wanna
to
know.
him. No, it's not as funny as you think. Like
Oh,
KG reached out and like is telling him that he should come back and be a dog again, and that he'll like help him mentally like get back into the space where he needs to because he's got it. And like even now you got KG even reaching out trying to get you back. He has
Yeah.
had every lifeline in the world, and that kid can't figure it out. I feel terrible for him.
He's
I
just
know.
so in his head, bro. It's like scary. Like he's got the yips on the court.
He's
Like
got the yips, bro. He's
he's got the yips,
scared.
bro. He's scared.
Life in it.
Ever since that like game 7 against the Hawks in Philly when he like didn't go up for that dunk against Trae Young, I'm like, oh my
That
god,
was it.
this kid's done.
Feels like
Like
when AB got fucking crushed by that fucking guy on the
Not
Bengals.
Vontez Perfect.
yeah, that literally
His name
no, you're
hits
not
harder than
wrong.
You can
that
go
guy's name
back to
hits
the
harder than
point
I ever
where,
did.
dude, he was so dominant, bro. Like when he was having like ridiculous games, bro. Like he was just like
He was so good.
unstoppable going to the rack,
Yep.
and now he literally is like passing up layups, dude. Like
He doesn't he's the same shit as Zion. Like he says, I'm not myself and I'm not mentally ready to play basketball. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
sometimes I'm not mentally ready to go fucking to work, but I get
yeah,
up and fucking
sometimes I
do
don't want
it.
to smash 70 calls on a fucking Tuesday, but
You know what I'd love
Yeah.
to do on those days? You know what I'd love to do on those days? Play fucking basketball. Are you
Yeah.
stupid? Like you're getting
Making
paid to play
millions, bro.
basketball. Just put it together somehow, bro. Fuck.
Making millions. Just a quick stat on Zion
Max
while I
player,
yeah,
both of
while
them.
I looked it up. Zion so he's been in the league for 4 seasons, 287 games the Pelicans have played. He's only played in 114 of those games. He's only
it
played
feels
in
like in
40%
the
of
league
those games.
longer than that, to
And
me.
they gave him I don't know, let's see if I can find his contract. They gave him a fat contract
They gave
last
him the key to
offseason.
the city.
They still believed of him, just like all. I mean, dude, there'll still be a ton of people that believe in him. I'm probably gonna be one of them, but like,
Me too, because I do like Zion, and
he's a dog.
I think we're all more just really surprised at something like this from him. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Like he is that dominant fucking X factor in a game. Like it's, I think we're all just kind of like just didn't expect that from him.
I'll play devil's advocate here just to like get both sides of this argument because I don't know if you guys also saw, but Giannis today came out talking about how in
Yes.
2020 he thought about retiring, and the points that he made is something that again, just playing devil's advocate, I'll never know what this side is like, at least not in the near future. They talk about like how crazy it is being an NBA player mentally and like not being able to go anywhere when you're a superstar like these guys and stuff like
Yep.
that, and they say it mess with him. It can potentially just completely destroy a kid mentally that gets into the NBA too young and not like mentally
Yeah.
developed enough. Maybe that's what's happening to these guys, and that's why on a level I feel really bad for him because if
Yeah.
Giannis can think about retiring from basketball in 2020,
Yeah.
When did he say that?
today I think
I just saw that quote today. Yeah. Yeah.
That's not what you want to hear as a Bucks fan heading into the.
No, that definitely gives you a little
he,
cause for concern.
he said he like got through it and like feels confident and like just needed he's like I was just at a really low point of like dealing with fame when I came and had a
Yeah, that
couple
makes
years in
sense. Right.
America.
Him. I mean, he kind of, with all due respect, he kind of came in as a no one in the NBA,
You did?
and then won an MVP, won a championship. So from another country, like I can super, super, super over for somebody.
He's globally like there's not many people in sports that can be as like impactful globally than basketball players like Kobe, LeBron, even like Yao
Yeah,
Ming. Like, dude,
countries like
Yeah.
China and stuff that just fucking love basketball.
Yep.
you can't escape your, you know, fame as those players. Like sometimes, like, you know what I mean? Heinz Ward would go to fucking another country, no one would know who he was.
Think
You know,
about even like Jeremy Lin, what he did in that Short
Oh
Factor,
my
like
God, bro.
insanity fucking documentaries, like
Blew it up, bro.
Who's the other player right now that was huge in China? A big man. I know Dwight's over there now, but wasn't there
on
someone
Marbury
else?
back in, dude, they made a statue of him.
Marbury, dude. There was
Yep.
another one too,
He's not
though.
playing
Like,
anymore, but they fucking made a statue of him for what he did in China. I
well,
think it was
Rodman was huge in China
Yeah.
too, right? There's always
North
been like
Korea.
somebody.
Well,
Yeah, North Korea. Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Oh God.
He's it's
Yeah.
crazy. So I mean, like again, just
Would
whatever.
you
Like,
get if you guys were invited to North Korea by Kim Jong Un? Would you guys go?
No, you
No.
won't come back. You would never see Money Michael Pease ever again. He'd be gone.
Yeah, I think I'm all set with that trip as well.
I
I
think
say
we'd be all good.
respectfully, Kim Jong Un, I'm good.
Sorry, pal. All set.
Pick Flair's really thinking about it.
He really is. He's doing it. The
I can see
hesitation is
him
enough.
calling me like at work, like Patty,
what's
dude,
it
it's
offering?
not that bad.
What's it offering? What type of benefits you got? Like,
Just nothing. Like he's just gonna get you there.
buddy,
As soon
listen.
as you're gonna come back,
Every
treat.
day I see another news article about someone's water's brown, and it's just the farms all getting bought up, and you know there's diseases everywhere. Hey, you got a nice secluded spot in the mountains in North Korea, my guy? Hit me up.
All right. Anyways, let's get back on track here. So, did everybody predict for this Raptors Bulls game? Pick Flair. Did you say who you thought was gonna win?
Yeah, but it's more so
Oh,
I want the Bulls to win because you know, because you can
right,
tell
right.
everybody.
And then my bad. What I meant to ask was the other game, the Thunder Pelicans. I don't think we made predictions on this one
Yeah.
yet. We got
No, we got sidetracked immediately on
Yeah, we
Zion.
did. Yeah, we got.
which
Yeah.
respectfully so though.
Understandable.
I
Yeah.
wanted to talk about that. Thunder Pelicans. I got OKC. I've always been a big
Wow.
fan.
Oh.
I've always been a big fan of the Thunder, and I think that this is a little trap game
SGA.
for the Pelicans. You know what I mean? I think that they're a young team. The Thunder are a young team. They draft really well. They're coached well, and I feel like this is a situation where I think we could see them win.
There
I
was some
love.
stat about Shy today where they compared him to Curry. He's like one of two players, and the other one's Curry to have like a 50, 20 something season or something like that. From there was a 3-point
Think
percentage.
about how hot the Pelicans started this year, and now they're 2 games up on OKC Thunder. The Thunder
Yeah.
went 40 and 42. The Pelicans went 42 and 40. I think this is a fucking pickup, dude, and
Yeah.
I'm going with the Thunder, the team that's not supposed to win it.
I mean, the Thunder were supposed to be tanking this year for Victor Wembanyama, whatever the fuck his name is, but Wembanyama. But
I don't know.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, most improved player in the league. He should win that
Where did
award. But
he get drafted? At what point? Was
Shea
he
Gilgeous,
super early?
so he got drafted by the Clippers, I believe, and then he was traded to OKC in that Paul George trade.
No
And I
shit.
wonder if the Clippers are regretting that just a little bit. This dude, I didn't realize how
He's a
good he was.
dog, dude.
He's a dog, man. He's legit.
He is
He's not
super
like
legit.
one. He's not like one of them like 3-point shooters like that just splashes threes. He gets to the rim and fucking goes up strong. He's got a nice mid-range game, like oversized like guard. I told you 6'6". Only
Let me ask you
He's
guys
like a
something.
Brown. He's got a little Brown and Tatum
I
in
want to
him. You
ask
know
yeah.
what
you
I
guys
mean?
something
Like he's
real quick.
nice.
I want to ask you guys something real quick. Um, would you rather him or would you rather have Ja Morant?
Wow, I'm stooped.
How many guns are immediately available to the individual?
That's
I'm
tough,
going,
right? The more
dude.
you
That's
think about it, is Ja Morant has that name. He's got the Nike deals.
yeah.
And he makes
He's got the
flashy
more
dunks.
highlight
But
plays.
is he as well rounded of a player? I don't think. I don't know.
Holy shit,
No, I
Patty!
don't.
It's the best question you've ever
Well-rounded
asked.
is
It's the
well-rounded.
who I thought of in my
That's
head as a
good.
comparison, and
I'm going Shea. I'm going Shea.
I'm going
Alexander.
Shea
I
as
think he's a
well,
better
dude.
shooter than Ja. He's tall. I think he's tall. I'm pretty sure he's taller. 6'6". I don't know what Ja's height is, but I'm almost positive he's taller. Yeah, I'm going Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And I think Ja's got. I'm telling you, man, that dude's gonna get some foot, ankle injuries. I feel like he's a D Rose waiting to happen, unfortunately. It
I
worries me
am
a little
gonna go
bit.
Ja.
Yeah,
You're
Ja's
I'm
taking
only
gonna go
Ja.
Ja.
6'3", so
I'm gonna go Ja because I agree with you guys that I think Shea is a better or a more well-rounded player, and he's elite. I just think there are certain things that Ja does that like you can't get from another player. So I'm still going
yeah.
him for now. But like, dude, I didn't know Shea's name on the Clippers.
No,
Like,
no one did.
if I was watching the game, I'd like kind of recognize it. You know what I mean? But this year, he really just like completely put himself in another conversation, kind of like how Bridges did in the last couple games on the Nets. Like he's a
Yeah.
whole new player now. Sometimes you just need to get traded and get a new role. Shea crushed it this year, so I think that I could see my answer changing in the future. But for right now, I'm still going Ja.
Okay.
Great fucking question, Patty. Holy shit,
Thank you.
that
That's
stooped
tough.
me big time, bro. That was good.
That's
Thank you.
tough.
I mean, Shea's gonna
So
get
Mikey, it sounds like by your reaction of me picking the Thunder, you got the Pelicans in this game?
Yeah, I'm going New Orleans in this game. I just think just more well-rounded, deeper team. Brandon Ingram's been playing out of his balls the last like month of the season. They got CJ, who's always just a solid guy. They got Trey Murphy, who's very good rookie, up and coming. I just think they're just more well-rounded, deep team, ready for the moment.
Yeah.
I think this OKC team, very young team. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they'll
Super,
necessarily be ready for
super
the
young.
moment.
Yeah.
Like super, like one of the youngest teams in the league. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like young
Yeah.
coach, young everything. Like it's a pretty cool
Good point.
story what they've done this year, but I just don't know if they'll. I, I think they can do enough to slow down Shea. Where I don't know if anyone else on that team can really step up and kind of fill that role. You know.
Yep. Pick Flair. What do you think, sir?
I got the Pelicans as well, and honestly, just mainly because of how absolutely insane Brandon Ingram has been playing. I think he's going to take over the game. He's going to dominate. He's one of those players that can control the whole game by himself. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And I don't see a single player on the Pelicans that can stop him from doing it. And I think that Shea's going to put up a fight, obviously, but
Yep.
it
I
comes
like.
down to what you said. They're younger. Ingram's sort of a veteran. I mean,
Mhm. CJ
I'm
veteran, he's been there.
Yeah,
CJ's
you
a
guys
veteran
kind of
too.
sold me on that, honestly, by hearing both of you guys. I'm not.
Yeah.
I already told the bookie Thunder.
I
So
told him.
you know what I mean. I'm not gonna take it back now. I'll tell you what. I do like Brandon Ingram, and I do like fucking what's his name, the shooting guard. Why am I drawing a blank here?
CJ McCollum.
CJ
McCollum.
McCollum. I like both of them, so
Yep.
I would like to see them be successful and make a nice little playoff push here, especially the way that they got off to a really good start in the beginning of the
Yeah.
season.
Imagine this team was like we were just going back to Zion. That's a solid big three right there. Zion, Brandon Ingram, and CJ McCollum. Like you said, they were the one seed in the West. I think like November, early in the season, very early, but still they were the one seed
For
for
a
a little
good
bit. And
amount
then
of time, though, they were balling
yeah,
though.
and then
Think
Zion
they
got
can
hurt,
beat
and
the
then
Lakers?
Huh?
Think they're gonna beat the Lakers too? Because
The
that's who they got
Pelicans?
next. Yeah.
no,
If
they
they were to win,
play. Who they
honestly,
play?
man,
No, they play the T
Not the
Wolves.
Lakers.
T
You're right.
Wolls.
Yeah. No, the T Wolves. Then yeah. No, I'm sorry. I brain fart right there thinking
yeah,
about the
I'm
Lakers.
sorry.
Yeah.
I think that they would fucking smash the T Wolves.
Dog them.
Yeah, yeah, they're
Dog
gonna
them.
dog. I
Lakers
think
are
let's
gonna be
just.
a tough matchup for them, but the Timberwolves are gonna wash them.
I'll just say whoever wins this game, the Thunder or Pelicans, they're beating the T Wolves. Whoever it is, even if the Thunder beat the Pelicans, I think the T Wolves are fucking
Even with
soft
Rudy
as
Gobert
fucking.
back, I
There's a
wore my
weird
Mike
stat
Tyson
where
shirt.
there's a weird stat about Rudy Gobert where he's missed like the games he's missed. The T Wolves
But they,
are significantly better without
oh,
him
really?
on the court than with him on the court. That dude, I think he's the most hated dude
Danny,
in the NBA by
Danny Ainge,
everyone.
Oh.
Danny Ainge,
Everyone fucking
fleeced
hates this
them,
guy.
buddy. Fleeced them.
Everyone.
Dude, how many first round picks and players in total did they trade for that man?
Hold on, I'm gonna look
Buddy,
up that
shout out
trade.
to Danny Ainge. I know it didn't work at the end of his time in Boston, but dude, he's proven already that he's still got it, man. Like teams are literally afraid to trade with him. Like
Bro, five. It was like 4 or 5 first picks for this year,
And
one
then it
next year, and then
changed.
5 or 6 players. Like fucking ridiculous.
solid players. He got
So they
solid
gave up
rotational players. He got their team playing well, and he got a fucking boatload of first round picks this
Beverly
year.
was in
Like
that deal, right?
Beverly, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, another dude, and then the Jazz, they got the draft rights. They drafted that really good center, Walker Kessler. I don't know if you guys saw him this year. He was really good, like
Jazz
solid
look good.
replacement. And then they got 2023, 25, 27, and 29 first round picks. Dude, Danny, that
Dude.
might be one of the biggest fleece trades
For
in
nothing
like
but Gobert, right?
NBA history.
Anything else is
And
just
bro,
Gobert.
we as Celtic fans know that he drafts pretty well too,
He
man.
does.
Like he
All you
he
gotta do
hits
is
on players, like especially with Jason Tatum, he fucking ripped it, and he also ripped it with Jalen Brown. The Celtics
yep,
fans were literally booing over that pick, and now if you were
yep.
to go back and look at like who we could have taken, he
hmm
fucking ripped it, dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, a couple of those picks that let's just see down the road, but that could potentially be, who knows, better than what he got for Pierce and KG, like that haul. Like
definitely
if
could
he
be.
hits, he's got to hit on the picks. So that's the thing. Nothing
He has
matters
to hit
unless
on
you
the
don't.
picks. He has to
Got
hit
to
on
hit
the
on those
picks.
picks.
Whether exactly, don't mismanage him like you kind of did with the Celtics, right?
Yep.
Like I think that we kind of wish he probably you. I mean,
I mean, there's
that's
some of
where
those.
we got Jalen Brown and Tatum, right? Were those picks
Jalen Brown
or?
and Tatum were part of those, and then the other pick we traded for Kyrie, which
All right,
obviously,
so he ripped it, dude. He
yeah.
fucking
I
ripped
mean,
it.
he.
He did a good
I
job.
would do that Kyrie Irving trade 100 out of 100 times
Oh, me
at that
too.
time, man. Like, dude, like,
Yeah, for a pick that
oh,
we got and we already drafted well. I mean,
Yep.
it was kind of a steal.
yeah, and he didn't really have many issues that people give him shit about at the time. You know what I mean? It just kind of felt like it didn't work out with, or it was feeling like him and LeBron weren't getting along. Wanted a new
Yep.
team,
The
wanted his
evidence
own
hadn't
thing,
stacked up just yet.
huh?
Yeah, the book
Clearly,
of evidence hadn't stacked up just yet, is what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Right,
It was still
right.
on the desk, but we hadn't
That's when I
stacked
was
it.
okay with the trade. I was still okay with it.
LeBron
I
kept
mean,
that dude
dude,
in check, man. Props to LeBron for keeping Kyrie like in
Yeah,
check, because ever since he's left LeBron, it's
I'll
been
make
just
another comparison.
we got.
That's like Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers with AB. They
Yeah,
kind of hit
that's
him under
that's
the ropes for a
yep,
long
not a bad
time. Everything
comparison.
felt like it was good.
Not a bad comparison. And it's
very
a
good
lot
one.
of times where you see it like that, where the player stays good on one team. I mean, stays like in check on one team, but then once they
Yep,
start going somewhere else and realizing their value, it's like, all right,
yep.
now
Yeah,
I
and
can
then
be
you
as
fucking
weird as
rip
I
your
want.
jersey off and fucking run around fucking the New York Jet Stadium, right?
Let's be honest. Like AB would probably still get a couple tryouts right now and some interviews. Like people
Oh,
would
easily.
still at least talk to him. Like
Yeah,
Talent,
I don't know
no
if he got a
doubt.
job, but
Talent, no doubt. The guy's just fucking. He's from the pit, not the palace.
lifestyle I love it.
You know.
Yeah, dude.
Who do we think would win the other side? Let's assume that our picks hit tonight. You guys took the Bulls. I got the Raptors. We're up 7. Who do we think would win those matchups?
Bulls and the would it be the
So,
Heat?
so it
the
would be for you guys. It would be Bulls versus Heat, correct?
yep, and
Mm-hmm.
then your Raptors versus Heat. It's in
Okay,
Miami too, no matter what.
Yeah.
it's in Miami no matter what.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
It's in
So for
Miami.
me, I'll go first because I took Raptors. I would. This is kind of hard, but where it's in Miami, I think they changed all my opinions on fucking Toronto, and I think I would go with Miami.
Yeah, I'm going. What I saw yesterday from Miami and Chicago's a very big team. I think they'll bully them. I'm going Bulls. I think Miami gets upset again.
Chicago
I
is
think
good now that I'm looking at them right now. They have a solid 5 guys that can be on the court at all
and they
time
got
with a
yeah,
DeRozan who can fucking dominate.
dominate. It
Not
would be a
bad.
good game, but I
Fuck,
think
you
I'd
guys
give.
keep. I'm going with my picks, but you assholes keep convincing me the other way. Hey, Flair, go ahead, you fucking scumbag. Go ahead and convince me the Bulls now.
I'm going with the Heat.
Yep.
Honestly,
Oh
like, I
shit,
mean,
dude.
dude, last night the Lakers and the Heat both made me think. The Lakers, the Heat, and the Timberwolves both all made me think that they were terrible basketball teams. The Timberwolves, I think, are a terrible basketball team. The Lakers, I think, are potentially a threat in the West, and I think
Okay.
that the Heat. I don't know if they're a threat in the East anymore after seeing it last night, but I think they're much better of a team than what I witnessed. So I have some faith that they're going to figure it out if they have to play in this game. Buckets is going to get them going. Adebayo is going to look like a dominant center max player like he fucking should.
Yep.
And if it doesn't happen, I'll be happy because then fucking the Celtics can go try to pick one of the scraps up in the summer.
Yeah.
Imagine we got
I,
like Adebayo, bro. Like fucking.
oh,
I'll be pretty
all
bad.
right,
Aren't him
Flair.
and Tatum boys?
Oh, they are boys, baby.
Boys. Childhood friends.
Love each other.
Whoa, shit, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love
NBA's
to see
wide
that
open
happen.
this
So
year, guys. It should be a fun. It's gonna be a fun playoff run, boys. It's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
I was doing this earlier just to go on record here when we were talking about the Hawks. They're not winning a game against the Celtics. Not a chance.
If we don't sweep the fucking
Yeah.
Hawks, I'm gonna be pissed. Let's
It's
just
who
say
we
I love
wanted. It's who we wanted. It's a perfect
It's who we wanted.
situation. Perfect situation.
reason we
You guys
shouldn't
aren't
sweep
afraid
the
of
Hawks.
Trey Young at all? Like he doesn't
No.
worry you guys?
Nope. Dude,
Not
think of who
by
he's got to go up
himself.
against.
Huh?
He's got to go up against Smart, Brogdon, Derek White. Tatum's gonna guard him. Jalen Brown's gonna guard him. All
Celtics
those
in
guys
3.
are gonna fucking make that dude's life a living hell. You know what you do? You go down on offense. You run pick and roll, and every single possession they're gonna switch. Whoever Trae Young switches onto, whether it's Tatum, Brown,
Just fucking
Brogdon,
give it
whoever,
to him.
fucking give it to them. Make them play defense.
I don't
They
care if
cannot.
he switches on Money Michael motherfucking Pease.
Oh my
He's
god, I'm fucking
holding
backing his
back,
ass down.
baby.
Fucking
I'm
step
more
back three.
worried about Murray, dude. I'm more
That's
worried
cool.
about DeJounte because
Yep.
I think we can hold Trey
Nah.
without him having
They get
another
better
piece.
Mhm.
And last game they played really well finally. You know what I mean? But
Yep.
all year they were mid. The stat about them.
Average, bro.
Listen to this, dude. This is actually a pretty
I think I
ridiculous
know.
stat
I
here.
think I might know the stat that you're about to say.
The 50% stat, like everything they've done this season is 50%.
weird.
So Hawks this was a couple days ago, so I think the numbers are a little off now, but as of April 2nd, the Hawks were 39-39. They scored 9,209 points and allowed 9,210. They were 24-24 against the East and 15-15 against the West, and they have been within one game of 500 for 72 consecutive days.
They're just fucking average, basically.
Average. The definition of average.
Mid.
They can't
Average
play
fucking
D.
alley.
Make them play D.
The Midlanda Hawks. That's what they are.
I love that.
Horrible, dude. Like
The Atlanta Hawks.
Make them play D.
I think Murray's great, but they need
Yep.
one more. It's clear.
Yep.
It's not
They
working.
need like not a guard. You know what I mean? They need like a wing or like a dominant.
They need like a Tatum or
Or
Brown
big.
type scorer on that team.
Yeah, they need to balance it out a little more.
Yeah.
I
Make them
wouldn't
play
be
defense,
surprised.
bro.
I think I heard that Trey Young is shoppable at the end of this season. So
Yeah, I've heard
in
that a lot. I
shambles.
mean, dude, that's all we hear, really. I mean, there's clearly shit going on with him in Atlanta. Like, there's stuff
Weird.
like where he just flies his own private jets fucking home, doesn't travel with the team and stuff. That's
yeah.
fucking soft. If it,
Dude.
We haven't
Get up
played
to-
any level of that. Obviously, never been on a private jet, but like, we've all played sports, and that's like
Weird.
Stick with your
fucking
team.
me going home with like
Yeah.
my fuck. You know what I mean? Like, just no, I'm not taking the bus. Like
Hey.
that's fucked up.
The one thing that I'll always agree on the people who hate on Kyrie is it pissed me off when he wasn't with the team when he was a Celtic. Like that was one thing that actually
Surgery or
He got his
something?
nose
The
job
movie?
at Game 7 of the East Finals
Dude,
against
a
LeBron.
nose job.
nose
bro.
job
Game
versus
7
the-
versus the Cavs, his old
Versus the
team.
fucking
Breathing,
cat.
right?
Versus LeBron.
Yeah.
You think Kyrie could have given a pointer or two to those assholes, but
And
no,
it
he's
just
getting
so
his
just show
happened
up and
to be.
support, dude.
It
Like
just so happened to be before he was shooting in fucking Uncle Drew.
Yeah,
Like he
Yeah.
fought my
fuck you,
doctor in the
buddy, and your
dream.
nose
Yeah.
job.
just not being with the team. I don't care what the excuses are. Like when I was injured, there were some games that I couldn't go to if it was like post surgery or something, and I felt like the biggest loser ever. Like I would go there on crutches and in a freaking sling and stand on the sidelines of the games in pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Guido
not
already
being
told
with your
us
team
you
is
would.
crazy. Oh yeah, dude. Guido scored a touchdown. I half near threw my fucking shoulder back out celebrating. Like, dude, it's just you know what I mean. You want to be there. So when that type of stuff happened with Kyrie and with other players like Trey and all these other ones that do it, it's like
Yeah.
I can't stand it. It's the superstar mentality of you're better
Yeah.
than your team, even if you
Yep.
say you're a team player. You think you're just a tier up from everyone.
Seriously, dude.
Celtics get up
Especially
2-0
when
in
they're
that
not
series. Celtics get up 2-0 in that series. That team's quitting, folding.
Yeah.
That's
fucking-
why we need to
Bury
sweep
them, man.
That's
Yeah.
why we need to sweep because we can't let a team like that fucking
No.
come in
Man,
and
have
hurt.
any
If
hope.
we give up 2 games in that series, I'm gonna feel like shit
gonna be
going into
pissed.
the next one. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that we would maybe give up one. I think that Trey Young does have the potential to fucking
Go off,
ice
yeah.
cold,
Yep.
or ice, as he would say.
Ice
You know what I
tray.
mean? I'm saying
Yep,
that
ice
in
tray.
the sense of him getting scorching hot, making a bunch of threes. You know what I mean? I do
Yep.
think that he could win you one, but again, if I agree, 2 games, I would be pretty frustrated as a
Yep.
fan.
Season
Yeah.
4, baby.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Him and
Cool.
Murray have the capability to take one from us. I really just don't want to see it.
It's good stuff, boys. We got a lot of good stuff that we're going to be talking about in the podcast. We got NBA playoffs going on. Saturday they start. We got the NHL playoffs coming up. Our hometown teams are both right
Monday.
there. We could see some
Monday, yep.
championships, boys. I'd love to see at least one. We got NFL draft. We're going to be doing our live episode Thursday night. So
Hell
to any of
yeah.
the viewers, that's a night we really that's our kickoff the season. And I want as many people as we can calling in on that show. So for what we're doing, if you don't know, we're doing a live show the night of the NFL draft. We're going to be live in here with our whole team watching the draft, reacting to the draft, and fucking,
Crying when
talking some
Belichick drafted
shit,
It's
fucking
basically
doing all
Andre at number
kinds of
14.
no,
Fuck,
no.
really?
Let's be real. We're gonna be the live suicide hotline for Pats fans.
Yeah.
Call in
Yeah.
and we'll talk you off a cliff, Tommy. Don't worry.
From Chattanooga, the New England Patriots select Master Chief.
It looks like the Pats are going tight end and they draft Ben Simmons.
I already
Oh.
told you, I want to be on record early saying the New England Patriots are going to fucking stretch and reach for the best punter in the draft.
We will. It'll 100% happen.
Oh,
I
now
know
you're
it.
seeing-
I already know they're
Just
gonna
to make
they're
teams
gonna
think
draft.
we won't do it, and then we're gonna do it anyway.
They're gonna draft a lefty foot, Felga. There's no lefty.
He's got
It
the
ain't
You see
knuckle butt.
grown ass men cry on fucking
Yeah.
podcast.
But
Literally
we'll
cry tears.
support, we'll offer support, love, positive energy for
space.
anyone who
It's a
wants to
safe
call
space.
in. It's a safe space in here. We can
Safe
tell you
space.
why. There's no reason to worry. It'll work out. Bill's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Tom's coming back.
Yeah.
You know, there's I'll tell you all the good stuff you want to
And
hear.
you're gonna wake up from that dream. It's gonna be draft day, and you're gonna see on your fucking phone ESPN Bleacher Report that the New England fucking Patriots just fucking traded back in the draft.
Oh my
Loser.
We
god.
traded Mac Jones for a 6th-round conditional pick. Like,
Oh
That
fuck,
could
boys!
turn
I'm
into
getting
a
all
fifth
like,
round.
I'm getting so fucking fired up. We got a lot of fun stuff coming on this podcast. We got football coming back, baby, and I'm getting fucking excited about it. So I think this is a good point to send us off. Send us off into the night. You know, we got the play-ins wrapping up. So next episode we'll have a lot to talk about. My co-host here, guys, always a fucking pleasure. If you guys are watching, thumbs up, comment, let us know what you agreed with. Talk some shit if you think we're ding dongs.
Awesome shit, baby.
Talk some shit. Come on the
Live
show.
for it.
Let us know. Fellas, you guys got any closing takes? Anything you want to talk about? Any last takes here?
This is all I gotta say. This is a Celtics
Unfinished
playoff.
business.
New unfinished business with an INS
That's right.
as number 18. Fucking get it done, boys.
Oh,
The
come
path is
on,
set
boys.
for them. Let's fucking
Come
go.
on.
18,
Let's
baby. We're
fuck
getting
go.
18, and anyone who doesn't think so, you fucking
Flip the bird, baby.
Fuck yes, yeah.
Flip the
Let's
bird.
go,
We out of
Bird.
here. See you later.